Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here for the very first time, my name is TMR and over here we talk reactions and reviews. What's goody everyone? How's everyone doing? I hope everybody is good and doing okay and staying very safe. And now that I got your attention, make sure before you leave this channel you subscribe to it. Also make sure you click the notification bell because they do go hand in hand. So therefore every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first one to know it. Alright you guys, again, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And we're going to talk really quick, right? We're doing one of those car vlogs and we're going to talk about a couple things, you guys. And one of the things that I really want to talk about, and we talked about it a little bit if you caught my live yesterday, we talked about hazard pay for essential workers. So yeah, I seen yesterday that tomorrow, May 1st, workers from Amazon, is it FEDEX, and Walmart are all supposed to be going on strike. Basically, you know, for their rights at being an essential worker. So basically what they're protesting is the fact that, you know, they're not getting a hazard pay as being essential workers. They're also not being privileged to the reports of people in their workspaces who are testing positive for COVID-19. They're also asking for sanitary, safe working conditions that they're saying they're not getting. So, yeah, you know, we talked about this yesterday in the live. If you missed my live, we talked about how a lot of the companies that is an essential business are not giving their employees hazard pay. And people who are being laid off from their jobs are basically getting more money. So for some, not all, but for some are receiving more money from their jobs than they were when they were actually working full time. And then you have people who are out here on the front line, you know, and they're not being compensated by certain companies for them coming to work. And I don't know, I want to know what you guys think about that. They're also asking for other employees across the country to stand in solidarity for the protest. And hopefully they will get what they're asking, what they're looking for. You know, it's a shame that people have to band together and strike like that. Like, that's unfortunate. But yes, tomorrow, May 1st, these employees from Amazon, Walmart, and FedEx are all supposed to walk out as a strike, demanding their rights as workers, basically on the front line. And I understand it, because if it wasn't for these employees of these companies, yeah, we wouldn't be able to function during this pandemic. You know, people are, you know, it's like, my personal feeling is like we're all essential at what we do. Everybody's an essential worker, you know, but you have workers who are literally on the front line, who have a lot of face-to-face customer interaction between themselves and, you know, people coming into the stores, even with the warehouses. You know, a lot of Amazon, Walmart, even FedEx have been hiring more people because the online demand is more. So when you're hiring more people, now there's more people in the warehouses, which now is exposing you to more. Even the workers that deliver for Amazon, FedEx, Walmart, those people are being now exposed to more people that they normally would be, because again, a lot of people are using online shopping more because, you know, because of the pandemic. They even said Instacart is another a company that is not giving their employees hazard pay during the pandemic. And Instacart is being widely used now, more than it was obviously before the pandemic. And there's a lot of people that's basically saying, what about us? Like, yes, we are essential workers, so treat us like you essentially need us. And I get that. Even for our workers in healthcare, you know, for our CNAs and housekeepers and all the people that's keeping nursing homes and acute care facilities and all those facilities, those people they were already essential, but they're even more essential now, and they're not getting hazard pay. You know, I would think that you would, you know, even if it's for a short period of time, like we talked about in our live yesterday, Aldi, that's a company that stands out for me right now. They started about a month ago. They gave all their employees across the board $2 more on the hour. There's a couple of other companies that did that too, but Aldi really stands out to me. That has, you know, said that we are going to give our employees more money because we appreciate what they are doing. And, you know, although these are these people's jobs, this is what they were going to be doing regardless, but because they are now being compromised more, Aldi and a lot of other companies are realizing that these people, because you are so essential, we are going to show you in appreciation how we appreciate the fact that you are, you know, basically on the front line helping our country still evolve during a time like it is. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot to think about. You know, it's a lot of situations. You know, my thing is this, you know, you are helping the ones that are not working, you know, by the federal government put it in the CARES Act, where people who are unemployed, has experienced losing their jobs or underemployed because of the pandemic, they're allowing them to get, you know, a very nice pay from the government, from the federal government, that's saturated down to the states for the unemployment. But then you have people, it's like you're taking care of the ones who are not employed, and I get that, but what about the ones who are employed and are on the front line helping the communities to keep functioning? Even gas station attendants, they're taking a big hit because they work with the general public, you know. So I do understand helping, but you need to help across the board for the ones who are not employed and also for the ones who are employed during this time. You guys let me know what you think. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. I do understand there's a lot of you guys that's in healthcare. There's a lot of you guys that's in the restaurant, entertainment, business, who is most definitely being affected by the pandemic because your restaurants are closed. A lot of waiters and waitresses who survived off of tips and can't get that money right now, obviously, because restaurants are closed for business. I did see also that in Vegas, there was a long line in front of the casinos. I believe it's on the Strip in Vegas, of people standing in line getting food donations. You know, Vegas is another city that's taking a really big hit because it's restaurant and hospitality community, and they have taken a large hit because all the casinos are closed. You know, so and then so for some people, they're getting that extra money on unemployment, but it's not what they were getting on their regular jobs. So they're taking hits too. Like, y'all, it's just a lot going on. But at the end of the day, you can complain. And I'm not saying for people not to say how they feel, because you have the right to do that. But sometimes you have to look at situations on how bad they are. Sometimes you have to look at a situation and figure out how it can work for you. Sometimes you can't always look at the negative. In a negative situation, you got to try to find a positive out of the negative, right? Because to keep focusing on the negative does what? It keeps you focusing on the negative. It doesn't allow you to think positive about a negative situation. But one thing I will say is this, you guys, we definitely are going to be all right. Things are going to get better. I know it doesn't seem like that right now for a lot of people, but trust and believe things will get better. All such situations will work out. But what you have to be a person that's willing to have it work out for yourself. I know a lot of people, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's worry is not the same, right? But ultimately, everybody's concern is always their finances, right? And if anything, it should make you take a deeper look into your finances and how you control things. So if it ever happen again, it will allow you to be more aware of how to handle a situation. Because, you know, none of us has ever been through a pandemic. So what did we do, y'all? We panicked. We had never been through a pandemic, and so we didn't know how to handle it. But most definitely, this, like, you know, y'all, this too shall pass. At the end of the day, we can always talk about the shits and the giggles. We can gossip. We can do all that, you know. But a lot of times, you guys, I want to come to you and just talk about real life situations, things that affect us, we all can relate to. And most definitely, everybody can relate to what's going on in our country right now. And I just want to let you guys know that, you know, it's going to get better. I feel it personally. I feel like it's going to get better. You know, it will get better. You know, I keep praying on the situation and such. But even with like schools coming back, you know, a lot of us have been forced to learn how to be, you know, homeschoolers. Because you know, I've never homeschooled my children before. You know, I have 4 children. My youngest will be 15 in May. So, you know, I've never homeschooled children, but I've learned, right? I was forced to learn how to homeschool. Is it something that I would want to do all the time? No, not necessarily. But if it's a situation where I'm forced to do it, then of course I, you know, will adapt and learn how to do it. It's just like anything else. When you have no other choice, you got to get with the program. Guys, y'all let me know down in the comments how you're feeling right now, and let me know how you guys are handling the situation. Let me know if you are an essential worker and what your company is doing for you through this time in our country. If your country is being very receptive to the fact that we are in a pandemic, and if they're helping you, let me know down in the comments, and we'll definitely get this conversation going down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye bye.